Hi everyone, it's Mia. Today we're going to talk about how to get out of a slump or depression. So many people seem to be struggling right now, and we all know that throughout our life we have moments of struggle. We have moments of depression. Some people struggle with it more than others. Some people genetically have it. Some people environmentally have it. So whatever is draining your energy, there is a way out. Now, we've really been experiencing a huge energetic shift right now over the last, year and a half, but really over the last several months, probably since like May through half of May through now. And we have talked before on these Facebook Lives with me that August 21st is a big shift. Thank you, Shannon. I miss you. Is a big shift. This is Facebook Live, so I'm answering people. Is a big shift energetically. We're having a solar eclipse on the 21st. It goes from Oregon all the way over to South Carolina. So that's a huge stretch, but the whole United States is not going to be in the solar eclipse, just a huge strip across America. And so you can find that up where it's going to be, and if you're close enough to actually being in the solar eclipse, I would go. If I were you, if you were close enough, go to see the solar eclipse. One reason is this specific energetic solar eclipse has not happened in over 100 years. So that's a big deal. So we won't see another one like this in our lifetime. And again, in solar eclipses, there's a lot of energy of moving of energy. And so things are going to change and shift for all of us. And the idea is it is bringing out into a better state, into a clearer state, into a more evolved, uplifted state. So do experience the solar eclipse if you can. So getting back to these tips for staying out of depression, out of a slump, the energy is really strong. It's not just you guys feeling it, it's all of us feeling it. So literally, in your moments, see, when we have depression, what do? We go inward, we get quiet, we cry maybe, we mope, we are frustrated. Sometimes people take it to even a more distraught place. And my heart goes out to you, because I don't like to see or hear anyone suffering. And I have suffered a lot in my life. So it's not like I'm just, little Pollyanna here going, ooh, let's just move it, out of our way. There are ways. Okay, so if you're doing this the natural way without medication, and you can also do it, if you're still on your medication, I never promote jumping off medication at all. You have to do it wisely. You have to talk to your doctors. You have to be smart about all of this. And so every moment that comes up where you are struggling with any type of frustration, stress, sometimes we can't identify when we're in our lowest point, but start to train yourself. Realize that in your mindset, when you're feeling low and depressed, then what you need to do is elevate yourself. So, and I'm just realizing that my business partner is talking really super loud in her office, and I'm on air here, so let me see if I can make it a little bit more quiet so that we don't hear her. Okay, so as you have to train yourself to become aware that something is going on that's disturbing you. So if you wake up at night, begin to do anything that supports you in a positive manner. Look at your mindset ahead of time. Think about the things that support you. A lot of us do affirmations, literally, or breaking the energy blocks. So, and July was rough for me. So I just want to say, I would meditate a lot during the night, and instead of sleeping or even laying in bed, so that my body was resting. I would literally start to say to myself, and this is because I'm spiritual, this is the way that I work, but you can take these and make it work for you. Everything good comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And this is part of an access consciousness affirmation. and clearing statement. But the point of this is, as infinite spiritual beings, we are so powerful, we don't have to know all the ins and outs and their pox pod and all that stuff. As you know, if you know Access Consciousness, they have a whole bunch of stuff attached. What you do need to know is the power of the words and how it works. Same with all the other stuff that goes along with it. Clear everything away. If you need to literally state that you are a calm, loving being, do it until you begin to feel you're a calm, loving being. Choose your affirmations wisely so that they can support you, but do it on a regular basis so that you can continue to move through things. Every time you're disturbed, do whatever affirmations work for you. Clear your mindset. Keep it open so that you're moving through stuff. The more we move through stuff, the faster we get to the other side. So if you say, I can't identify that, Mia, I don't know when I'm upset, I'm just upset all the time. Then you start right there. You literally watch your thinking. What am I thinking at this moment? Okay, so I need to clear things out. I need to understand that I'm an amazing loved child of the divine, God, creator, source, whatever you want to call your higher connection to the divine. Hold things in that support you. We were all raised differently with all sorts of different parameters around us. So that's why I'm saying what works for one may not work for another, but the concept works. The specific wording may not work for you, but the concept works. And the concept is stay on top of it. Train yourself so that you know that you wake up in the middle of the night, you're awake, okay, do your clearing. Clear that stuff away. Don't keep it in. Keep doing it until you feel calm and light. You wake up again, you do it again. This is work. This is creating our life. And so it's very important. It's the most important thing for each of us to do, is to stay on top of our mindset. You're thinking about money or not having enough or having too much, whichever. Clear away the fear. Remember, everything goes back to the unknown and fear. So clear away these thoughts that are disruptive. They keep you up at night. Do your work at that time. Do your work during the day. If you're a coach or you're an attorney or you're working in a grocery store, whatever you're doing, you can't do this while you're in motion, in movement. So if you're, say, working for somebody like in a store, you can be clearing your thought process all the time. All the time. You're an attorney, you stop, you do your stuff. You're a coach, you stop, you do your clearing. Whatever. There's a million different jobs out there. So my point to you is stay on top of your mindset. Don't allow yourself to get depressed. When you get down really low, it's really hard to come back up. It seems like you're out in the middle of the ocean or out in the middle of the desert all by yourself, away from everyone else. And you're not. You're truly loved. You're not alone. So clear this stuff away. There are people that love you and want to support you. And even if you've put yourself in that place where you really believe that you're all alone and nobody is there to support and love you or help you, you have yourself. We will find, and you will find, I see that there's some questions here, and I will answer them afterwards if I can't get to it. Better if you don't know exactly what's bothering you. Okay, Lisa, that's a very good question. I'll answer that in a minute. So, if you're sorry, see, this is why I don't read on the questions, because I get sidetracked. But I am going to, I will be posting the answers at the end if I don't hit your questions now. So, literally stay on top of it. You may feel like you're all alone. We find in this world, in our life, that the person that we have our entire life is us. We have lovers, husbands, wives, children, best friends, all of that, and it's all good and yummy. But when it gets down to the darkest place, who's there? You are. So do your work, not just when you're in your depressed state, do it all the time so that you can build that connection to self. There's nothing greater than when you're at your worst or your best and you're by yourself and you only have yourself and you're comfortable with yourself. So do that work all the time. Lisa asks, does it matter if you don't know exactly what's bothering you? Can you clear the depression anyways? Yes, you can clear it. Again, go back to the affirmations that support you. For me, for days, all I was saying when I was getting myself out of feeling this rough energy was just as simple as, I had it bad, guys. And so I could only say one or two lines to myself over and over and over again. And that was, everything good comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Now, at first they were just words. Words I've said a million times with so much meaning and love. They were just words at that moment. But as I said them, I began to feel calmer. And then I was able to actually think about them and bring in everything else. All love comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All prosperity comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All relationships come to me with ease, joy, and glory. Money comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. So my point to you is it's an overall blanket statement. Everything good in life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And then you can also break it out to all the things that are really maybe bothering you. And you think about it and you bring it in and it absorbs inside of you. Do not stay in the place of depression. Do your affirmations over and over and over. Now, sometimes it may take somebody 10 or 20 to start to feel a little shift, times in a row. Sometimes you can do it within a couple affirmations. But the point is, guys, do it, because that is what will take you out of this lower state. It works with your mindset because you're changing the unprosperous, the disruptive things going on in your brain. You're changing those patterns. And that's what it's really all about, is changing our patterns in our brain. So when we get into a depressed state, we stay there. Everything starts shutting down. And so our synapses aren't firing. Even our oxygen flow isn't going as much, or blood flow. It's being blocked. So when you're in your happier state, everything is moving and flowing. Smell peppermint. Literally, don't get it on your nose, but just smell like peppermint essence. Put it on the back gently, on the back of your neck. Things that'll help open you up and bring you into a different state. Go for a walk. Take a beautiful bath. Listen to your favorite music. Allow yourself to just be and do whatever you need to for a couple hours before shifting out of it. Like, enjoy a night. Oh, tonight I'm just going to be me. I'm going to watch TV and I'm going to eat what I want to eat and I'm going to enjoy myself. Of course, eat healthy-ish. Do what you need to do for you, but know that you're going to shift out of it. Once you go to sleep, all will be well and you'll wake up. These are changing the patterns in our brain. This is the mindset that we do. This is very powerful stuff. All right, everyone. Thank you so, so much for joining. And I will get to those questions if I didn't answer them on air. Thanks. Bye.